just once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment, one wonderful moment when fate takes his hand. And this is my moment, my once in a lifetime, when I can explore a new and exciting land. For once in a lifetime, I feel like a giant. I soar like an eagle, as though I had wings. And this is my moment, my destiny calls me. Just once in my lifetime, I'm going to do great things.
Vote for little chap. Vote for little chap. Vote for little chap. Vote for little chap. For little chap.
Fellow citizens, our speaker for tonight is the opportunist candidate for this constituency, Mr. Little Chap.
Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, tickety big bob, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mumbo jumbo, red, white, blue ball, Britannia's on our back. Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, nothing new, bob, cha cha cha. Mumbo jumbo, Castro's Q-bob, I think someone's gone too far. Jumbo, rhubarb, 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 avec moi. Mumbo jumbo, entre nous, bar, Bridget Bardot, ooh la la.
Ladies of the Book of the Month Guild, it is my pleasure to introduce the opportunist candidate for this constituency, Mr. Little Chap.
Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, has Red China got the bomb? Venezuela with his truba will be blown to kingdom come.
You get a bomb, we got a bomb, all that sugar bombs!
Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, give the Democrats more cash. Helps the nation, stops inflation. How's your father? Wall Street crash.
Wanna be rich, have money to burn.
Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, prostitute bob off the streets. We would fight them on the beaches, but we lose between the sheets.
My fellow members of the Motor Scooter Association, the opportunist candidate, Mr. Little Chap.
Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, come and walk and can't go wrong. Wash day Monday, stain your undies, Chinese laundry in Hong Kong. Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, give the Africans their right. Coloured people are free to buy, they're not quite as free as whites. Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, up your flubarb, Liberty Hall. And dear friends, if I am elected,
Yes, yes.
I'm all right, Jack. Screw them all!
And here is the news. Today's by-election resulted in a landslide victory for the opportunist candidate, Mr. Little Chap. Here are the voting figures. Opportunist Little Chap, 999,999 votes. Birch, isolationist, 1 vote.
Hooray, hurrah, hooray, hurrah, hooray, hurrah, hooray! For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Once in a lifetime,
He's a jolly good fellow,
I feel like a giant.
he's a jolly good fellow.
I soar like an eagle, as though I had wings. And this is my moment,
He's a jolly good fellow.
my destiny calls me.
3 cheers for Little Chap MP. Hip hip
Hooray!
hip hip
say safely, without fear of contraception, that if I can achieve for England 1/10 of what I have achieved for my company, then I will have achieved for England 1/10 of what I have achieved for my company. Thank you.
Hear, hear! Hear, hear! Hear, hear!
Parliament is now reassembled. Gentlemen, be seated.
Good morning, Harold. As Secretary to the Under-Secretary to the Minister of Knives and Forks, may I point out in triplicate that MUMBO Jumbo.
Hear, hear! Hear, hear!
As Secretary to the Under-Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Eggs and Bacon, may I point out in duplicate that hanky-panky.
Hear, hear! Hear, hear!
As Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Beer and Skittles, may I point out in singlicate that rhubarb.
Hear, hear! Hear, hear!
As Minister of Coronary Thrombosis, pain. As Minister of Great Pain, stop the world! Have you ever heard of a fellow called Niblock? Anton Niblock was his name, no? Well, this fellow was one of the greatest doctors who ever lived, and do you know how he became a doctor? I'll tell you. One day, his father had an attack of hiccups and died. Now, you may laugh with the hiccups, but he was so choked up about his father's death and these hiccups that he dedicated the rest of his life to studying illnesses of all kinds. He became one of the greatest surgeons who ever lived, and then one day, he had an attack of hiccups and he died.
Oh, no.
Now you may say to yourself, so what? What does that prove? I'll tell you what it proves. It proves that you could be the most cleverest fellow in the whole world, but if it says in the big book that you are going to die from an attack of hiccups, then you are going to die from an attack of hiccups. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. Although sometimes you might get lucky enough to get a warning set of hiccups. And that's when the wise man slows down and takes a deep breath. After all, you're no good to yourself dead. You go.
Welcome to SUNVALE, the paradise of kings. We're rich and famous and blessed, and time when there is space. Come back to nature, and our front walls are good. As long as you can foot the bill, SUNVALE
How kind people are, Evie. It's a pity they wait till you're nearly dead before they show it. It's very quiet out here. I enjoy our walks together. It reminds me, I've got to get that tree cut back.
What's the matter?
You work hard your whole life so that you can retire, and then when you do, the thing you miss most is your work.
It's bound to take you a little time to adjust.
Why did someone nice like you have to love someone like me?
Maybe Mr. Freud could tell you why.
I like your new hairstyle, Evie.
I've been wearing my hair like this for 35 years.
Well, then I still like it. 35 years? 35 years? How did you ever put up with me for that long?
I'm a glutton for punishment.
You must be, my dear. You must be. make life paradise for someone really nice like you. Why did someone nice like you, Evie, have to love someone like me? When I think of all the men you could have loved, the men you should have loved, who would have loved you, you're worth so much more than me, Evie. Believe you me, Evie, you know it's true. And if we could live twice, I'd make life paradise for someone really nice like you.
Ask how would someone nice like me have to fall in love with you? When you mentioned all the men I could have loved, the men I should have loved, who would have loved me. Maybe Mr. Boy could tell you why I love you till I die, the way I do. Once Freud's advice, I'm sure it works with mice, but not with someone nice like you.
And if we could live twice, I'd make life paradise for someone really nice like